Warm welcome to my students. Today we will learn about the first war of Indian independence, 1857. In the last session itself, I have started with the first war of Indian independence. In that we learned about reasons for the first war of Indian independence. So in this chapter, as we have already learned the reasons for the first war of Indian independence, now we will learn about the scope and the nature of the mutiny. So today's topic will be the scope and the nature of mutiny, what we are going to learn from the first war of Indian independence. Let me first recollect what we have learned in the last session, that is regarding reasons for the first war of Indian independence. In that we learned political reasons, economic reason, administrative reasons, military reasons, and last one is immediate causes. In political reason, we learned about first one is doctrine of lapse, kingship, Tanjavur, and the last one is soldier. In economic causes, three words you have to remember, three keywords, that is Indian industry, the next one agriculture, and the last one is Enam Commission. And the next point is regarding administrative reasons. In administrative reasons, we will learn about two laws, civil and criminal law. And next one is the language which was used in the court was English. And you have to remember about the judge. The judge was a European who was showing partiality towards the Europeans. And the next one is regarding the administrative reasons already I have done now. Now next we will learn about the military reason. In military reason, remember three keywords. First one is pathetic, next one salary, status and promotion. And the last one is religious belief. And the last point which we have to learn is immediate cause. Is that clear, children? Now I will start with today's topic, scope and the nature of the mutiny. The main reason for the first war of Indian independence was immediate causes. You remember, in immediate causes, I used one important word and that was Royal Enfield. In Royal Enfield, a bullet was used. And that bullet was smeared with fats of cow and pig. The cow was sacred for Hindu and pig was prohibited for the Muslim. This rumor started spreading to different parts of India and mainly it affected in Barakpur. This Indian soldier in Barakpur were forced to use his gun and they revolted against the British, and the main important person who revolted in Barakpur was Mangal Pandey. Mangal Pandey was an Indian soldier. He refused to use the Royal Enfield. And still, after he refused also, the British officer forced him to use that gun. And finally, he killed the British officer and he will escape. I mentioned about a British officer. And the British officer was Major Hudson. So he killed Major Hudson and escaped. He escaped and later he was arrested. So he was later arrested and the judgment was he was hanged. And this is the end of Mangal Pandey. So remember about the Mangal Pandey. The next one is where all the revolt started spreading in India. So if you see the most first important place where the revolt erupted was Meerut. So that is the first place where the first war of Indian independence started. So remember this place and you will get an objective question. So the first place where the first war of Indian independence erupted was in Meerut. Later, it moved on to Delhi. After Delhi, It was Kanpur, then Lucknow, and the last is Jhansi. So what happened in these places, I will be explaining one by one. Now first we will start with the Meerut. In Meerut, you remember only the soldiers. We are not going to mention any name of a person who started this revolt. Here you have to remember only the soldiers. So the same thing as I told you in the beginning itself regarding the Royal Enfield. So here also in Meerut also the Indian soldiers were forced to use that Royal Enfield. But our people did not use this Enfield. They told they are not going to use it because this is against their religion. They refused it. But still our British officers were forcing them to use it, but they told no. Due to that, the most of the soldiers were put in the prison. So the few soldiers who were out, they rushed into the prison and released all these soldiers. So this is the incident which happened in Meerut. In Meerut, you have to remember Indian soldiers. When the soldiers refused to use the Royal Enfield, they were put in the prison. And few soldiers who were out helped them to release from the prison. So what they did, they helped them to escape from the prison, and all these Meerut soldiers went to Delhi. So remember, the next which I am going to talk about is Delhi. The next place is regarding Delhi. So all these Meerut soldiers will rush to Delhi and they will fight against the English and declare Bahadur Shah, the Mughal emperor, as the emperor of India. Here you have to remember about Bahadur Shah. Two questions can be asked about Bahadur Shah. First one is, who is the emperor during the time of 1857? So remember, it is Bahadur Shah. If they ask you, who is the emperor of India? It is Bahadur Shah. The question, two different questions, but the answer is the same. So remember, Bahadur Shah. Mughal emperor, Bahadur Shah. Emperor of India, Bahadur Shah. So all these soldiers helped Bahadur Shah to become the emperor of India. But once again, the soldier will lose the place and Bahadur Shah was thrown out of the kingship. And these soldiers were left in Delhi. So as the soldiers did not have money, they started looting and dacoiting. So this was a situation prevailed in Delhi after Bahadur Shah was thrown out of the Mughal emperor. The soldier did not have the money. They had started dacoiting and looting. So this was the situation here. Have you understood about the Delhi, children? Delhi, remember only one name, Bahadur Shah. The next we will start with Kanpur. The Kanpur was ruled by Nana Sahib and he was assisted by Tatya Tope. So remember, Kanpur was ruled by Nana Sahib and he was assisted by Tatya Tope. And Nana Sahib will be defeated by the English. Tatya Tope will escape and he will go join with Jhansi. So remember, only 4 sentences you have to remember. Nana Sahib was a ruler of Kanpur and he was defeated by the English. So remember who assisted him? Tatya Tope. So Tatya Tope, as when Nana Sahib will lose the battle, he will escape and he will reach Jhansi. So remember this much about Kanpur. The next, after Kanpur, Lucknow. Lucknow, only 2 sentences you have to remember. Very easy sentence. Lucknow was ruled by Hazrat Mahal. Remember, she was defeated by English. Only those 2 sentences you have to remember. So Hazrat Mahal was ruling the Lucknow and she was defeated by English. Now most important in this event was Jhansi. So here we will learn about the most important person, Rani Lakshmi Bai. And you have learned in the previous class regarding the bravery of Rani Lakshmi Bai. I'll just conclude about her with 4 or 5 sentences. Now, let me start about Rani Lakshmibai. Rani Lakshmibai was a ruler of Jhansi. She wanted her adopted son to be the next ruler. But as you remember, in the previous session, I have taught you about doctrine of lapse. According to doctrine of lapse, adopted son cannot rule the kingdom. So due to that, the English came to Jhansi and asked her to surrender her kingdom. And Jhansi refused it. That is, Rani Lakshmibai refused to surrender her kingdom and declared a war against English. She fought a battle with the English and won Gwalior. After that, she had once again fought a battle with the English and she lost, and she was known for her bravery. So this you have to remember about Jhansi. So due to the doctrine of lapse, English forced Rani Lakshmibai to surrender her kingdom. She refused and she fought the battle with the English. And in the beginning, she was able to conquer Gwalior and get the Gwalior under her control. But later, she was defeated and killed, and she was known for her bravery. So remember about Rani Lakshmibai, who is known for her bravery in the first war of Indian independence. So I have come to the last session now. You can see that we have learned about Meerut, Delhi, Kanpur, Lucknow and Jhansi. So these are the places we learnt in this, and we have concluded who all ruled it. So first starting with Barakpur. When I say Barakpur, remember about Mangal Pandey. And when I just say about the Meerut, remember about the Indian soldiers. Indian soldiers refused to use the Royal Enfield. They were put in the prison, and the remaining soldier helped them to release from the prison. And they went to Delhi and they declared Bahadur Shah as a Mughal emperor. And later he was dethroned. And next about the Kanpur, Nana Sahib, you have to remember, who was assisted by Tatia Tope. And he was also defeated by the English. And next, Lucknow, a ruler name, it was Hazrat Mahal. She was defeated by the English. And last one about the Jhansi. Jhansi was ruled by Rani Lakshmibai, who was known for her bravery. So this is what you have learnt in Scope and the Nature of Mutiny. So children, we have completed two concepts in this chapter. One was reason for the first war of Indian independence, and next one, scope and the nature. Reasons of the first war of Indian independence, the 5 points you have to remember. Scope and the nature, remember these places: Meerut, Delhi, Lucknow, Kanpur, Jhansi. Is that clear, children? And the most important in this topic you have to remember, you will be getting only objective type of questions. So, nearly I have listed few objective questions. So, shall we start with the assignment now? Okay, the first question here, who was Mangal Pandey? So, you know who was a Mangal Pandey. Mangal Pandey was an Indian soldier who killed Major Hudson and escaped. Later, he was arrested and killed. Is that clear, children? Okay, second question. It's regarding who was a Mughal emperor at the time of 1857. So, you know the answer. What is the answer? Bahadur Shah II. And the next question. Who was declared the Emperor of India? The same answer. What is the answer? Bahadur Shah. The next one is who revolted in Kanpur? Who was a person? Nana Sahib. You have to remember. And you can also write who assisted him, Tatia Tope. And the next question is who led the revolt of Jhansi? It was Rani Lakshmibai. So these questions, with that some more question, it's regarding about Rani Lakshmibai from the British. Which place she captured from the English? You remember it was Gwalior. And the last one is who helped her? You have to remember it was Tatia Tope. Is that clear, children? Have you understood? Okay. These are the assignment question which you have to write it. Is that clear, children? Now, as I've come to the end of this session, thank you. And next class, I will be taking the last topic, and that is result and the reasons for the failure of the mutiny. Is that clear, children? Thank you very much.